Good afternoon, Geminis. Welcome to Kiki's Doorway. Let's find out what your past life wants us to re-love about ourselves. Okay, I noticed that you mastered the understanding of health and how being creative and happy while being creative causes successful health. So let's see what else does Gemini's past life want them to re-love about themselves. God, Gaia, God, Goddess, Mother, Father. What does Gemini's past life want them to re-love about themselves? For July 26th to August 7th, 2018. What does Gemini's past life want them to re-love about themselves? Okay. What action will Geminis take for July 26th to August 7th, 2018? What action will be needed for Geminis to take on July 26th to August 7th? What action will Gemini need to take? Okay. There's too many. We're getting close though. What action will Gemini take for July 26th? What action will Gemini take for July 26th? Okay, 2. Want to come out. Okay. Okay. Your past life, Mr. Miss Geminis, want you to re-love about yourself. Is your love life Love? What is life without love? Yeah. Look at, out of all the flowers, you see the most visible ones in 3s. The 4th is back there, which is intuition, but you got Aries, Taurus, and Gemini. Trinity. Love life. So your love life is definitely a part of your mission. Because to be creative, Geminis, right? To be creative or have imagination, you had to have some level of love. You had to have experienced some level of love to even think of a spark to create something. I mean, come on. You're Mercury. You're the winged messenger. And if I'm not mistaken, the winged messenger is also connected to the mythology of Venus being the Cupid. So you are not just a messenger, like the person that knows the good news and know how to spread it around and how to cultivate. You're also Cupid. You guys are Cupid. Oh, wow. And you're trying to shoot your arrow towards love. So let's see. What does Doreen Virtue says about love? Because love is many things. Love could be of the arts. Love could be how you create your masterpiece and how you show it to others, which makes them fall in love as well. Does your creations, does your art, how does it make people feel? That's something you should definitely ask people around you. Like when you paint, when you sketch, when you write, when you sing, when you dance, anything creative that you love to do. Ask people around you, how does it make them feel when you are showing that side of yourself? Because it's tying into your love life. But in order for you to bring in that love that you want within your life, you have to have the love of the arts, the love to create, the love to invent, the love of being Gemini. I mean, you are the masterminds. You are the magicians. So let's see what Doreen Virtue says. Mr. Miss Geminis, this card comes to you as an indication that your love life is affecting by one or more previous lifetimes. Most likely you had a painful experience back then that has caused you to be overly cautious, which makes sense. In such cases, working on yourself can help you reopen your beautiful, loving heart. I'm going to read that again. In such cases, working on yourself, working on yourself, working on yourself can help you reopen your beautiful Venus, your beautiful Mercury loving heart. In that way, you can love and be loved again. See, I felt that in my mind's eye. Mr. Miss Gemini, you have to bring out that love of yourself. And how do you bring out that love of yourself? Do things that you actually love to do, not like. Like is with an I. You need source on this one. You need the O. You need the ovaries on this one. You need Gaia on this one. You need God on this one. You need the goddess on this one, okay? And the goddess wants you to know that he and she loves you so much that they want you to start pampering yourself. My mind's eye did connect you to Cupid, which is Venus, one of Venus' children, right? It's Cupid. All about love, shooting the arrow to create love to others. What do you create artistically that creates love for others? You have to bring out your artist side of yourself. You have to bring out that creative side of yourself. The more you're creative, the more you show your arts, then that loved one will come to you. You know what's funny? I'm a singer. And how I met my Gemini friends and people that I care about is through the arts. I mean, come on. In high school, how I used to try to get a guy, to pay attention to me a little bit is by showing that I could sing, that I like to dance, that I could write, write poems, seductive poems and stuff. I was a part of the Talent Unlimited news letter. So I had to send in some sonnets, some poems, so whoever liked my flow could come and holler at me. I learned that from Geminis. Yickadoo. Okay? So bring that out. Bring that out. Okay? The actions you're going to take, Mr. Miss Geminis. Your opposite sign is Sagittarius. And I just finished telling Sagittarius to show us what it takes to be a trailblazer. So whenever you get an opportunity, check out Sagittarius past life reading. And you'll see what I'm talking about. That could also help you or be a blueprint for you. But right now, my friend, you're putting in, you got Sagittarius. Before you get to Sagittarius, right? Right. You got Leo, which is 5. You got Leo. And you made a double Aries. You got Aries, which is 1, and then Taurus. So you got some earth in you. You're being very realistic, very reliable, very diplomatic about this. You're using your intuition, which is the number 2 as well. Intuition. You're using your intuition on how to talk to people in regards to showing your art and how does it make people feel. Or even doing the art. Doing what makes you love. What makes you fall in love? What are the things you love to do that requires the arts? Please do that. When you do that, you're going to be bringing out that fire in you. You're going to have Aries and Leo right by your side with Taurus to help you along in your adventure in grounding your talents. Because in order to ground, for example, if I was to sing right now, I would literally go outside and sing. And a lot of people been hearing me sing. And they ask me like, oh, do you pay to learn how to sing? And I say yes. And now I had to make a business card to actually give to people so they know how to contact me. Yes, they see me sing all the time recently. But how do they contact me to get that same service? I had to step outside and show my artistic side of self. And that attracted me to people that were really interested in that art because they love it as well. And you will find your significant partner, Geminis, through the arts. I have a feeling about that. Defend your beliefs and decisions. Stand your ground. Choose your battles wisely. You don't have to fight everything, because you have Sagittarius in you, and if you're not careful, you could be hot air. Now, hot air could be beautiful, or, if you translate that into a jacuzzi, hot water could be very, very tantalizing. Even if you put it in a steamer, right? If you're in a sauna, hot air could be very sexy, very. But if you don't know how you want to make that fire develop for you, it can become a volcano eruption on a very beautiful civilization that did not need to be destroyed. Bring out that Leo side of yourself. Bring out that Sagittarius side of yourself. The Sagittarius will be adventurous side of yourself. You're always on the go. You're always finding out what's the new trend, what's happening. When you do that, that will be the perfect time to bring out your talents and gifts, to bring out your artistic side of self. Look at events on Facebook, where now they have events on Facebook where people are going to places where they could get entertained. Find out what events will suit you in showing your arts. Even Meetup app. Meetup app has great places where you could showcase your art as well, and start to get people to recognize what you love, because they love it as well. The next actions you will be taking on August 26th, again, I said that. You'll be practicing this really all of the month of August, but something is going to, once you tap into your artistic side on August 26th, you're going to receive recognition, great news, something positive when you tap into what makes you inspired to love, what you love to bring out of yourself that's artistic. You're going to combine, and we just talked about number 9, Sagittarius. So you are going to mix that 7 of fire, which is with Leo and Aries, and you're going to combine Sagittarius, which is the highest level of the fire signs, which is going to take you on an adventure. And you're going to be very level-headed, because you're going to have Virgo along for the ride. The Hermit is in the house of Virgo. So if you have any Virgo friends, if you know anybody that has Virgo or earthly grounding, those would be one of the people that you can ask, what does your art make them feel like when they see you bring that out? That way it could give you a focal point on how, when it's time for you to give reference, like, you know how every business says they have testimonials? You're actually finding those testimonials to back up what you love to create. When you do that, you have to start spending time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching, self-discovery. You are Mr. Mrs Gemini. You are spiritual teachers, and you teach through the arts. You teach through the arts. You teach through creativity. You teach through the art of dancing, singing, writing, skipping. Anything that you consider the arts that you do, that is a natural ability to you, that you love to do. Bring that out publicly and do that in repetition. This is why you have the Virgo around. Number 9, the Hermit. You have Sagittarius with the Hermit. Do not worry that what you're about to do will not be noticed, because it's going to be noticed. I mean, I just said, you are Cupid. You are the ring messenger. Whatever you do, people gravitate towards. But now you get to ask them questions on how it has influenced their lives. So it will keep you in constant focus on how to display your art. You are a spiritual teacher. Self-discover what you love about art and display it publicly. So till we meet again, showcase the artist within you, because we need and we want to have hope and imagination again. Because without imagination, how can we stay as human beings human? I love you. I love you, Geminis. I love you, Mr. Miss Geminis. And we will see you on the other side.